Hello Africa, my dear brothers and sisters, please take your time to watch this video. What Trump mean here?
I would have used 1 penny, but we don't make the pennies anymore. We save money. Can't charge $1 to any country under IEPA. Not $1. I assume to protect other countries. This must have been done to protect those other countries. Certainly not the United States of America, which they should be interested in protecting. That's what they're supposed to be protecting. But I am allowed to cut off any and all trade or business with that same country. In other words, I can destroy the trade. I can destroy the country. I'm even allowed to impose a foreign country destroying embargo. I can embargo. I can do anything I want, but I can't charge $1. Because that's not what it says. And that's not the way it even reads. I can do anything I want to do to them, but I can't charge any money. So I'm allowed to destroy the country, but I can't charge them a little fee. I could give them a little two-cent fee, but I cannot charge under any circumstances. I cannot charge them anything.
Yes, Trump is allowed to destroy any country, to sanction any country, to embargo any country. Who is allowing Trump to do so? So join with me in this video where we are going to dive a little bit deep on what Trump means about this.
The US President, Donald Trump, said something that shocked many people around the world. He said, "So I'm allowed to destroy the country, but I can't charge them a little fee. I cannot charge them anything." How ridiculous is that? I'm allowed to embargo them. I'm allowed to tell them you can't do business in the United States anymore. But if I want to charge them $10, I can't do that. Think about that. Destroy a country, allowed. Embargo a nation, allowed. Cripple an economy, allowed. But charge a small fee. That's where the problem is. This statement is not just about America. It is not just about one president. It exposes how global power really works. And for Africa, this is a conversation we must have honestly and fearlessly. In today's world, powerful countries don't always use bombs. They use sanctions, embargoes, financial restrictions, trade bans, banking controls. These are called tools of foreign policy. But in reality, they are economic weapons. When a powerful country embargoes another nation, medicine becomes scarce. Food prices rise. Industries collapse. Jobs disappear. Currencies crash. Ordinary people suffer. Not presidents, not politicians. The people. The people. When US President Trump says, "I'm allowed to destroy the country," he's describing a system where economic destruction is legal, normal, and accepted in global politics. Africa has lived under this system for decades. Africa's pain did not end with colonialism. Colonialism only changed its clothes. It became debt, unequal trade, sanctions, currency control, foreign pressure, political interference. Many African countries that tried to control their own resources, that tried to choose independent paths, that tried to break free from old systems, were punished, not always with guns, but with economics. And then the same system asks, why is Africa not developing? That is like tying someone's hands and asking them to build a house, when a US president can openly say, "I'm allowed to destroy the country." It tells us something very important. It tells us that some nations are not treated as equals. It tells us that the suffering of millions can be a policy tool. It tells us that power still decides what is right and what is wrong. This is not about personalities. This is about the system. A system where strong countries make the rules, weak countries pay the price, and international law often follows power, not justice. Africa must stop being surprised by this. We must start preparing for it. These weapons work because we are still economically dependent. We export raw materials. We import finished products. We borrow money. We trade in foreign currencies. We rely on foreign banks. We rely on foreign markets. So when sanctions come, we panic. When embargoes are threatened, our economies shake. Not because Africa is poor, Africa is rich, but because Africa does not yet control its own systems. Political independence without economic independence is not real freedom. Pan-Africanism is not a slogan. It is a survival strategy. Africa must trade more with itself, industrialize seriously, process its own minerals, feed itself, build African financial systems, use African currencies in African trade, protect African markets. When Africa is united economically, no one can destroy it with sanctions. When Africa controls its value chains, no one can starve it with embargoes. This is a generational mission. Your dignity is tied to Africa's strength. Your future is tied to Africa's independence. Your children's future is tied to Africa's unity. We must stop celebrating systems that keep us dependent. We must start building our own power, not to fight the world, but to stand in the world as equals. When US President Trump said, "I'm allowed to destroy the country," he revealed a hard truth. In global politics, power comes before pity. So Africa must choose: remain vulnerable or become economically sovereign. Africa's future will be decided in Africa by Africans who finally say, enough. We build our own destiny.
Yes, welcome back, family, brothers and sisters. What makes me fear the most is that right now, America and Russia have ended the nuclear treaty. It means that Russia can use nuclear at any time T. America can use nuclear weapons at any time T. If you look deep onto this treaty, let me read a little bit. There was a treaty between America and Russia on how to control nuclear power, but that treaty has expired. Expiration, the new START agreement officially lapsed on February 5th, 2026 this year, after being extended in 2021. Status no fall on treaty is currently in place, with both sides officially freed from previous constraints. Context: Russia suspended participation in February 2023, and President Trump has indicated a desire to negotiate a broader agreement that might include China. Limits removed. The treaty previously kept 1,550 deployed warheads, 700 deployed missile bombers, and 800 deployed or non-deployed launched. Combined, Russia and the US hold over 90% of the world weapons, world nuclear weapons, with arsenals in 2025 estimated at 4,300 Russian and 3,700 US warhead. So this treaty has come to an end. It means that the US can use nuclear bombs at any time T, and without being questioned. The same to Russia. What if US today, as you heard Donald Trump, that he's allowed to destroy any country, can decide to use this nuclear warhead, whether in Iran or in Africa? Are we safe? As Africa, are we safe? What if the same to Russia can decide to use nuclear warhead? Of course, we know that Russia, at least Russia, is they're not very aggressive. It is totally with America. America are very, very aggressive. Trump is very, very aggressive. What if the same can be applied to Africa? Are we safe as Africa? So this has bring me to share my thought that, as you heard, Trump said that he can destroy any country, he can embargo any country, he can sanction any country. This is a warning, and this is how the world is always being land. That's how superpower behave. So we Africans, to avoid or to avoid to be into these consequences, we have to come together. We have to unite. You know, we are talking about America that is so united. America, you know, people thought maybe America is a single country. America is a united of small countries. That's why it is called United States of America. Countries, a lot of countries are there. They united and create one of the giant and biggest country called United States of America. So Africa also, we need to unite. Otherwise, we are going to be destroyed. We are going to be destroyed through sanctions. We are going to be destroyed through military invasion. We are going to be destroyed through embargoes and other kind of steps. If we don't unite, if we don't come together, family, we are finished. Africa, we are finished. Trump has told us and shown us the true color on how the world is being run. That's how the superpower run the world. They can sanction you, they can attack you, they can do anything, and no one can ask them. So for Africa, this is a wake-up call. I know African leaders, of course, they have already heard this statement. Now they are putting their tail into their legs. But if we are so brave, if we are so serious, we want a true Africa, a united Africa, a powerful Africa, let us come together. Let us unite. That's the only solution for we Africans to survive from what Trump has said. Otherwise, family, we are finished. Otherwise, we are finished. So family, if you have something to share with us, please do so in the comment section. Share your thoughts, share your views. What do you see? What's the future of Africa you expect? But all in all, we have to be prepared. The only preparation we need to have is to come together, to unite. Otherwise, Trump is coming for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa.